Welcome back to another car market video, and today we're going to be looking at the Range Rover Sport market. We're going to be looking at the Dynamic SE, the base model, and also the Autobiography and the SV variants as mentioned here. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, and also to be involved with the poll as to which car we post next. Also, I post daily on Instagram, which is here, and also over on TikTok, so make sure to follow over there for more regular content. So as mentioned, initially we're going to have a look at the base model. So this is the SE standard. This car lists at around 75-80k. The cheapest newer shape Range Rover Sport on the market is listed at £65,000. On release, these cars were over list, so they were selling at around 90 to 100, and in the last 2 years they have dropped quite a lot, around about the £40,000 mark in that time. We've got quite a few of these cars listed. So these cars are the Dynamic SE. These cars list at close to £90,000 with the options, and as you can see, this is the D300 diesel as well. £2,500 drop on that one, and in general you're looking at around 25k off the list price, and quite big drops on a lot of these cars. 1,300, 490, £1,500 drop in the last few months. Generally there's a big supply of these cars, a lot of them for sale. Dealers are dropping them quite a lot. That one's been dropped £6,000 since the 7th of November. So that's quite a big drop there on that Dynamic SE. List would be about 90k on that car. And you can see lost 20 grand after 23,000 miles and about a year as well. So yeah, in general, 20-30k discounts on these cars. I think at these kind of prices, at 65 to 70k, you're doing quite well, especially on the Dynamic SE. As when we head over to the configurator, the list price is about £90,000. I think you're doing quite well to get one for that kind of money. Good spec, nice car, and it's done a lot of its depreciation already. I mean, that one's been dropped £14,000 already, so I think that's a good buy. If you can get one for under the 70k mark and around 65, you're doing quite well. Next, let's take a look at the these are some more Dynamic SEs, and we'll take a look at the Autobiography market next. So to give you an idea, the list price of these cars is around £100,000. That is with the base engine. That is the D350, I believe. So with the higher powered engines, you're looking at around 105, 110 with some options. So you can see now you can pick one up for around 72k with heavy mileage. You can see already £4,000, £3,000, 3.5, 2.4, big drops in these cars. Been listed for quite a while. That one's since October, November. That one's been listed ages. But in general, even in the last few months, these cars have been dropping quite a lot, with £4,000 drop on that one since the 1st of November. So that's about a month and 2 months, and it's been dropped £4,000, so £2,000 a month. These cars are dropping quite a bit. This one's got rear entertainment installment packs. That would be about £110,000 list. So you can pick up one which is a year or 2 years old for about the 30k on the list mark. I think these cars are around £70,000 are a good buy. However, I would try and get a discount just because of the drops on these cars. I mean, it seems to me that every car has been listed for quite a while, and the dealers are dropping them by every 2 weeks or so. You can see there drops on nearly every car, and generally they don't really seem to be selling as well. There's a big supply of these cars on the market, so if you are buying one, definitely get a good discount from the dealer. A lot of these will be quite eager to discount their cars by around 5% almost. That one's been dropped £16,000, 750. And in general, you can get one at a good discount. We're looking at now some of the cars which are 23 plates, and we'll also have a look at some 24 plates, just to give you guys an idea of the discount on a brand new car. So here we go. Let's have a look at some of the newer ones then. Okay, so this one then, 4,900 miles, P550E, Autobiography. So that car list, I'm assuming that'd be about 115 grand. So if we go over here and configure the engine, which is the 550e. Yeah, so about 115 grand plus the options. You're looking at around almost 120k, I would say. So that car, about a 30 grand drop. That car around the 120k list mark, so about a 30k drop after just under 5,000 miles and a few months. In general, you can get one at a big discount, so I would not advise buying one new. But just look at these discounts: four grand, 3 grand, 2 grand, 5,800. It seems to me that every Range Rover listed on the market at the moment has been dropped by a couple of grand. That one, the exception there, being increased by 3 grand for some reason. But you'll see in general, even the dealers, big discounts off the list price. And previously, as mentioned, these cars were selling for overlist on the grey market. At around 10 to 20,000 pound overlist. They have had a big drop due to things like insurance, them being stolen, and also reliability in general. Personally, I would advise doing quotes before buying one of these cars as well. Next, what we're going to do is take a look at the SV market. So the SV, as you can see there, that one is list £192,000. You're looking at around 40 to 50k off the list price for an SV nowadays. This, of course, is the replacement to the SVR. It had a massive increase in list price. The SVR listed at around £100,000. These cars are close to 200k, competing with the likes of the Lamborghini Urus. That hasn't really worked out for Range Rover, and Land Rover themselves have said this car hasn't been quite the success they would have liked. That one's been dropped 22 grand. These were builders, one of 500, a lot of them supposed to be rare, collectible, potentially selling for overlist. However, that never happened. And you can see we've got some big drops from the dealers. They can't really shift them. 20, 30, 40, up to 50 grand off the list price. And these ones, in my opinion, have had the biggest hit. In general, I don't think there was appetite for this car at 200 grand. I think realistically, this car should cost around about the £100,000 mark. And I think even jumping into one at 140 is definitely a risk. Just because of how many there are with big discounts. These cars are being discounted more and more, physical items with delivery mileage as well, and they are not selling. So yeah, definitely if you're considering buying an SV, personally I would wait a little bit or try and get one for around 140 to 130,000 pound, and would still expect to lose money at that kind of money, to be completely honest. The Edition 1 is now sold out, as Land Rover say, so the Edition 2 is the only car you can buy. That lists at £171,000 and is slightly different with less options than this car, which is the Edition 1. We can also have a quick look at the other variant, which is slightly different. So this is the Edition 1 Gloss, so slightly different list price, and you can pick one of those up for £134,000. But I mean, just look at the drops here: 10 grand, 3 grand. Oh, didn't mean to do that. 12 grand there. So 5-figure drops on a lot of these cars. And as mentioned, these cars are also around the 30 to 40k off the list price. To give you an idea of where these are sitting, another 10 grand dropped off that one as well. But yeah, oversupply of these on the market, not really selling. No real appetite for these cars at over 150, even 140 or 130,000 pound. Realistically, I think these cars should go for about the £100,000 mark. That's what people are willing to pay for a sport, in my opinion. Even though it does have the BMW engine and they are quite fast. But as mentioned, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. The SVs are about 40 to 50k off list and are going to drop more. The Autobiographies, they're about £30,000 off the list price. So that's where they're sitting. And the Dynamic SE, they are also around about sort of 30k after 2 years. After 1 year for a newer car, you're looking at about 10k discount at the moment. But the weights for these cars have gone. They are no longer an overlist car. There is oversupply of these cars on the market. I would try and get a discount. So yeah, that's the summary of the market. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to check me out over on TikTok and Instagram. And a lot of you aren't subscribed, so if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all for the next one. Comment which cars you want to see next, and bye for now.